there, I'm Amy Connell. Welcome to Graced Health, the podcast for women who want simple and grace-filled ways to take care of themselves and enjoy a little chocolate in the process. You all know I love my chocolate. I'm a certified personal trainer and nutrition coach who wants you to know your eating, movement, and body don't have to be perfect. You just need to be able to do what you are called to do. We are wrapping up. We've got this week, or today's episode, and one more on the series called Ask the Trainer, where I answer questions you may have about your eating or movement or how they work together in about 5 minutes. Today's question is, do I really need to warm up? I could tell you so many different stories. Back when I was running, probably about 10 years ago, I used to just step outside my door and start running. And I know some people who are my age or even older who are still able to do that. I have had clients over the summer show up and they might be a little late, and that is fine. I do not care. I am glad you're here, but I still made them warm up before they jumped in with the rest of us. I, this summer as well, was out doing sprints because I am told by some members of my family that I'm a psychopath when it comes to exercise. But I am one of the few who just loves the feeling of breathing hard and sprinting. Obviously, the sprints don't go on forever, but I was out there doing sprints. I thought I had warmed up, but for what I was doing, I had not warmed up enough and I injured myself. All of that to say, yes, you really, really do need to take the time to warm up. I talked I think it was last week about the Tabata training. Yes, warm up before you do Tabata training. You can do anything you need to get your heart pumping a little bit more and to become a little breathless. Now, one thing I want you to be aware of is it's very common to feel pretty out of breath the first 5 minutes of exercising. If you're a runner, you know this. The first mile is always the worst. Sometimes the last mile is pretty tough too, and any other miles in there as well. But the first mile is hard because your body is just taking a minute to kind of recalibrate itself into the demands that you're imposing on it. Your heart and your lungs get a little bit out of sync. Now, when you exercise and your muscles are working harder, your body uses more oxygen and produces more carbon dioxide. So to cope with this, your breathing has to increase from about 15 breaths a minute, which is about 12 liters of air, when you're resting, to up to 40 to 60 breaths a minute, which is 100 liters of air. That is a big gap, and it will take a little bit for your body to get in sync. I like to say, like I said, it's so your heart and your lungs can kind of get in sync and work together to create that. So you want to make sure that you're treating your heart right. You're wanting to make sure that your lungs are being treated right. And then also to get that blood flowing to your muscles. At 45, I just need a little bit of more time to get that blood going and to get everything kind of lubricated and ready for whatever it is. Even if I'm not sprinting, I know the importance of doing that. If you are wondering well, what can I do that's simple? Do some jumping jacks and do some glute bridges. I'm a huge fan of glute bridges. If you are one of my clients, you know this. We do this a lot because that is going to be activating all of the muscles in your gluteus region, not only that big maximus that we all think of when we think of our booty, but all of the smaller muscles underneath. I talked about in one of our previous episodes back in season 1 of 4 exercises you need to be doing in your 40s. And one of those was strengthening your mini muscles. Those glute bridges are that. So if you're not familiar with that, and everybody has a little bit different terms, lay on your back, bend your knees, take your feet about 18 inches away from your rear, squeeze your glutes, your butt, and lift it up in the air. As you lift your hips up in the air, then pull your belly button back. So you're creating as little space in that abdominal region as possible. But squeeze those glutes. That is the key. Once you are used to doing that, so maybe start off with 10 reps, take a little break, and then do 2 more sets of that. Once you are feeling stronger that way, switch to just all on one leg and then all on the other, and you're going to feel those glutes get on fire. So yes, warm up however you need to, but make sure you're getting your heart and your lungs in sync. Okay, that is all for today. Go out there and have a great day.